stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't...
Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken in by the tight end Fan. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They'll try and throw for it. On the move to his left. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful two-point try to QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll be in search of it. Is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end Fan. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks at 11-1 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Brady now on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brady. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On second down, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now back to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points. And 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now for Brady. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw now in his own end zone. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Back to throw again. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's got room past the 30. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd down at 4. Brady to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. There's Trimble, the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will cut the lead down to 15. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
And that is not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side. After a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out. Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He completes this to Walker.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2nd and 1.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Walker has it. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 6 yards away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Robbie Anderson and his Carolina Panther offense, they trot back out there.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery on a Seattle touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 68 yards.
Well, I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Brady.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wondered about his...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has... Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now left side on the swing pass. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Steps away to his left. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Brady now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Brady. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Brady. That pass complete to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Again, it's Brady. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Panthers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just run for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? But usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Brady now on 1st down. That caught by Tremble.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Brady going to throw.
This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brady to throw again.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Open man left side. It's the tight end Tremble.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him during the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team. Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One final try now for Brady. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going.